My name is Celeste Reed, and this is my video summary of 5 inventions showing us the future of solar energy. One of the main topics of discussion were solar panels and how they don't like the heat because it loosens up the particles and it's hard to collect energy from that. The first invention is agrovoltaics, and that is solar panels placed over crops. They're placed over crops so they don't have to clean or wipe out an area to set them on the ground. So instead they can set them kind of like on a stick higher above the crops, and the water from the plant help cool the panels, so it works as a system. It is becoming more popular because it is a more efficient way of placing solar panels and collecting energy. The second invention are PV trackers, and this moves panels to get direct sunlight because the way to collect the most energy and the most efficient energy from solar panels is from direct sunlight, and they have to be placed at a certain angle that is facing the sun. But with things like the wind that can move the solar panels, or the sun, it moves throughout the day, so the position's not going to be the same, or just things like with clouds, just different factors which have the sun moving. So these PV trackers, they move the panels into the direction of the sun, so it can always collect that energy from the sun. Some of these solar panels are made from silicone, and it's kind of bulky, but the point of this is to turn light energy into electricity. The third invention is solar windows, and it's sunlight converting into electrical energy through clear glass, transparent glass, clear glass, and it develops organic compounds to absorb infrared light, but it only converts about 13% of energy, so it doesn't really collect that much energy or convert that much energy, but they are easy to apply, and with easy application means that they are more likely to be put in more places because they are easy to build. The fourth invention is solar fabrics, which are textiles that have solar cells in the fabric. So it's solar cells in things like clothes, but it also doesn't produce a huge amount of energy. But they aren't just in clothes, they can be in like canopies and awnings and just things like that have fabric, and that can also be directly exposed to the sun. So and the fifth one is solar thermal fuels, which are also known as like rechargeable batteries, and it uses the sun's energy, stores in chemical bonds, and releases it as heat. So it collects the sun's energy, stores it in chemical bonds, and then releases that energy as heat on command as well. It causes them to rearrange into a new configuration. It traps all the energy the fuel has absorbed from the sun, and it holds onto it. It can be released as heat or also released on command. Researchers in Sweden have developed a fuel that can store energy. It can store solar energy for almost 2 decades. But the process, if you want your energy back for whatever reason, if you need the energy back, you can pass the molecules through a physical filter, and you rearrange those molecules back to their original configuration. So you have to change the molecules back to the way that they were, and it releases all the pent-up energy as heat. So it's just the same cycle. It collects the energy, it collects it, it can hold on to it, and it can release on command, and once it releases on command, it releases that as heat energy. But the goal and the idea of this kind of energy is to develop enough energy to heat a home. So at the end of the day, they're trying to find other energy sources. Although some of these might not collect as much energy as they would like, they're still safer for the environment, safer for people and things like that. Some are easy to install, and they work on a good time scale by releasing energy on command.